Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo.com, here with another photo of the week, and I am diving back again to the college years with this photo right here. So here you go. It's a photo in New York City taken with film. Yes, film. Again, black and white film as I continue for the third week in a row, showing you something from the college years. And it was one of my favorite shots in Central Park. There was a kid, this was when these scooters were really popular, 2000? So this is before 9/11 happened, actually. So we were in Central Park, and it was Greg, myself, a couple of other classmates from college. We had a college trip up to New York to go see some art somewhere, to go see some photo exhibit, I think, followed by walking around and taking photos. And these kids were going down a long hill, a long paved hill, or pathway down into Central Park where the fountains are, and there's water, and there's all this good stuff. And this kid was just laughing and smiling, and I probably had on the 80-200 Nikon 80-200 2.8 ED at the time on the f5, because that's what I was shooting with back in college. And I just captured this kid, probably in aperture priority. I didn't shoot too much in manual back in college. I didn't really did I have a full grasp of it yet? Probably not. I had the knack for capturing the moment. I didn't always get my exposures proper, as I had burned out highlights and things like that. But as I kept getting better and better, I started to understand that manual was the place to be. I spent most of my time in aperture priority, and that's where this was shot with, probably with 400 speed film. And how I process my film. I would overcook it to give me those nice thick blacks, make me brings out the grain and everything like that. Now, this is a scan of a photo from a negative, so it's not the negative itself. That's why the grain looks the way it does. Of course, criticism of my own work. As I don't crop, I got really upset with myself that I cut off the feet. I cut off the kid's feet. I cut off the scooter, and that takes away from the image. I was never bothered by the trucks in the background, as some people did point them out, and I'm like, guys, in situations like this, you can't be critical of backgrounds like this. They're blown out. I did my best to do that. The focus is on the kid. If they weren't there, great, it would have been good, but I cut off the feet, and this was something that I took major pride in, was not cutting off the feet, not cutting objects off. So that's why I take really good care today in trying not to cut things off, because of what I did in the photo like this. I had room to pull down. I just didn't do it. It happened quick. I missed it, and it happens. You live with it. You learn. You don't get too upset. I mean, how upset can you really be? When you miss certain things, it happens. You just get over it. But look how thick the contrast in this photo from the darks to the lights are great. I have bright whites, and I have dark blacks. Really thick blacks. So not much editing for me to show you this week. I'll probably start getting back into showing you some edits and tweaks again, but I just wanted to go back to this black and white stuff from college and just show you, something. And it's not a perfect picture. As you see, the feet are cut off, and that's, it hurts a little bit. Not a big deal anymore. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal then. It's upsetting, but hey, you get over it. It's not like you missed the greatest shot in the world. You just try not to do it when you really need to. So stuff happens. It's going to happen, and you capture an image, and that's really where we'll leave it. But this was capturing real emotion. I didn't know this person. I was shooting from a distance. I was prepared when it happened. I shot. I missed. It's still a good photo, but that's about it. So coming up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a whole series going through loading the black and white film, to shooting the black and white film, to processing the black and white film, and then printing it. I'm going to try to get in the darkroom and show you that whole process. I started to do some research into doing that, going back to the old college or going to Taylor Photo to do that. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be cool to show you guys how we used to do it, and it'll be fun to get back in there and start sniffing some chemicals and get my fingers back into the nice burning sensation of the fixer and stop bath and developer and all of that good stuff. So that's it for this week. Jared Polin, Fro Knows photo.com. See ya.